All right, guys, welcome back. So here is my finished design, and I think that I am ready to put this guy right on my pizza box. So what I'm going to do now is start just like I did in the beginning of my pizza box, and I'm going to use pencil. Okay, it's always important to use pencil. Never use a colored pencil or a pen or anything like that, because you're going to make mistakes. It's inevitable. Artists always make mistakes. Even myself, I've been doing making art for over 30 years, and I still make mistakes. So please use a pencil. Pencils are great because they will erase. I would also keep a handy dandy eraser nearby because that will also help you. Okay, so I'm going to put this off to the side somewhere where I can still see it. So it's going to be a little bit off of the screen here. All right, fantastic. Okay, so we have some better lighting that's in here. Now what I'm going to do, just like I did in the beginning with my letters, I'm going to take a look at this, take a look at my whole area here, and draw my letters nice and big to fill the page. I'm going to start with my S over here and draw lightly. Draw light till you get it right. And if it helps as far as spacing goes, sometimes what I like to do is I will start with my first letter over here, and then I'll start with my last letter where that's going to end up. So my T is going to be over here. And then I can kind of see how much space that I have between in order to fit my other letters. And then I have nice equal spacing from here to back over here on this side. Okay, I'm going to darken this out a little bit. And I'm drawing ever so lightly. I'll turn that back there. So I'm drawing really lightly so that in case I do make a mistake, I can fix it. So make my A nice and big. And it might look a little bit different from your sketch. You might think of a better idea once you start drawing, and that's okay. That's part of making art. All right, the next thing that what we're going to do is outline it, and then I'm going to outline it in my pencil this time. Take your eraser, erase it, and I'm going to just continue going around all of my letters. So before I go ahead and finish the rest of my design that I've been working from, that's over here. If I want to make this 3D part of my letters, guys, I might do that before I begin making my background. Now, when we made this in our sketchbook, we had a great place to put our vanishing point, but because we don't have extra paper along the side of our pizza box here, you might want to think about just using some diagonal lines off of the points of your letters. So let me show you what I mean by that. The A is probably going to be the easiest one to show you. So anytime that you see a point or a change in the direction of a line, so for example, we have this line that goes straight up, and then we have a horizontal line that it's connected to. At this point here, I'm going to make a diagonal line. Then I'm going to follow along my shape, find the next point, make another diagonal line. Keep going around your letters. Anytime you see a change in the directional line, make parallel diagonal lines. Now, this one is not parallel to this guy here, okay? In order for this to work, they all have to be parallel to one another. So make some parallel lines. And if you start moving around your shape, and this might help. You know what? I'm going to actually grab a ruler. All right. So I'm just going to take my ruler here. I'm going to erase this guy. All right, and I'm going to use my ruler instead. Now, you could use your ruler for your letters too if you want to. That might make them look more straight, nicer looking. I like to keep my ruler kind of at the same angle. Now, if you're going around your letter and you find a point and you start drawing inside the front of your letter, you know you don't need that diagonal line. Okay, so keep going around. Oh, this is going to go inside the letter. So with these guys, oh, but this one won't. It's going to go on the outside of the letter. I know the bottom of the foot of that letter was over here. So apply that. All right, I think I've gone all the way around my letter without drawing any lines on the inside of the letter. Now I'm going to go back through. I'm going to start back at the top, and I'm going to look at where my diagonal lines are attached to. So from this point here to this point here, I have this diagonal line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to copy it, line it up real nice with that line, slide it back, draw another line. Erase any tails. Get rid of those tails, okay? I'm going to go to my next, whoop, I didn't do this very well. I forgot one. All right, I'm going to go to my next point. So we ended here. I'm going to go down this side of my A. Here's my next point. I'm going to match up my ruler up with that line. Slide it on back. And this is only if you're doing 3D letters. If you're not doing 3D letters, you don't have to do this part. And here we are. This is the first stage of our art making part. The next stage, we are going to color it in. I highly suggest markers for this, especially if you're going directly on top of the pizza box. Those of you guys working on paper, you can use colored pencils. So if you feel more comfortable working with colored pencils, I would say use colored pencils on a sheet of paper, and then we'll glue the sheet of paper to the top of your pizza box lid. Or if you guys want to just use markers, you can do those either on paper or on the pizza box lid. So that's all I got for you guys for today. I'll show you guys quickly at the end of this video how I colored it in. And it's very similar to the way that I colored this guy in. Okay. Okay guys, this is the final design that I came up with. It looks a little bit different though than my sketch, and that's okay if you guys decide to change things. For example, my letters were all red, and my background had this orange and purple color. Well, I ran out of my red. I didn't have enough of it to fill it all in, so I had to do some adjustments. I had to switch and do some different colors. And then as I was working, I thought it needed some more pattern. This kind of looked a little bland. So I went ahead and added some different stripes, polka dots, zigzags. Those are all great ways to make your graffiti art that much more interesting. So I hope that you guys have a really fun time with doing this. I think what I'm going to do for everyone is cut you a size of 16 by 16 paper to work on. One of the things that I noticed as I was coloring it in is that this is very bumpy. The cardboard is corrugated, so it has these bumps, and as you're coloring, it's like, you know, coloring over something that's bumpy, which is really challenging. So we're going to work on a piece of paper, and then when we're done, we'll adhere it or glue it to the top of our pizza boxes. That way, if we make any mistakes, we can always start over by flipping over our paper getting a new shape. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you guys have fun with your graffiti art. Please follow the steps that I showed you, and you will have a wonderful work of graffiti art. I'll see you guys next time.